Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers, BAYOG fam in the building. We're here for podcast number 74, and it is me, Commander Cluck Cluck, Marky Mark.
What up?
The man himself. My other co-host, Lohizi Foshizi Manizi.
Yeah.
And my last co-host, but not least, Finger Guns himself, Rakutsu, aka Nickelodeon.
Yes, hello. I may or may not be living in abject terror right now as to what I've said in the past. But, hi.
Nani? Well, we are here to talk about video games. I know, we never do that. It's weird.
We never fucking...
Dude, when was the last... Oh, wait, actually, I think the last podcast we had
E3.
before our hiatus was us talking about games. I'm pretty sure.
You know what's great? I can check that right this second. The last podcast we had before our hiatus was, in fact, the...
He's just trying to...
No.
What was it?
72 was My Hero Academia movie.
All right.
And some random
These people live to prove me wrong.
The last video gaming one we had was, yep, that's what I thought, E3 of last year.
What a surprise!
So, the best
We're here
thing...
for our yearly video game podcast, guys.
The best thing about it is that at the end of the day, you know that we'll be back next year, 2020, talking about E3. Wait, we might even be at E3 at Booth. What is it, Nick?
1296.
There you go. Don't go there. We don't
Probably
exist.
actually
Or
is
do
a
go
1296 at E3.
And support whoever's going to be there.
Yeah, you could do that, and then look for us. We'll have the BAYOG shirts.
Yes. Buy our stuff, please.
We need it real bad.
Yes.
We need to fix up Mark's car
Yes.
together as a family, BAYOG fam. So yeah, E3 happened. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
At this point, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right,
exactly.
2 weeks ago.
Well, exactly as in when the show floor opened.
So I did want to ask before we jumped in, because I feel like what I was gauging from you guys, mainly Loha Mark, was this is one of the best E3s we've had in a while. You could prove me wrong, but what about it was different than the last one?
I don't know. Stuff's being made.
That's actually perfect. No, good shit is coming out.
And we got dates.
We've got best fucking wifey options.
What?
It's amazing.
What?
The fucking girl from that's okay. I'll talk about when we get to the individual showings. That's okay.
I thought you were talking about Tifa.
Also, I thought you were talking about Final Fantasy VII as well.
We'll hold.
So the thing about
I don't want to get ahead of
myself. Is I know when Final Fantasy VII was shown, everyone was all hype and stuff, and then they showed Tifa, and everyone's like, dude, what's up with her boobs? They're not that big. And I'm like, what?
Oh my god, I hated that outrage. That was so stupid.
Yeah,
It's almost as if people did not know.
On the internet.
It's almost as if people did not know what clothing was or what it did.
It sucks because it made us as men look bad. Because every girl was just oh my god, we gotta educate men on what sports bras are and shit like that.
Yep.
And it's just look, we're not everybody. Leave us alone.
It made me think of the "men only want one thing and it's disgusting" meme.
Oh no, not like this.
Not
That's
even
exactly
that too.
what that made me think of.
But it a lot of it also came from a massive mistranslation and spreading of this misinformation of what the director said.
Really?
What he actually said was that they wanted to be a little bit more realistic, so they put a something that restricts her chest, so that's not bouncing all over the place, being all unrealistic and all that.
Yep.
So a sports bra. And then someone somehow mistranslated it as the ethics department is putting restrictions on her as to how big she can be.
That's crazy.
Really?
That's so silly. But that's literally all it takes.
Yeah.
One misunderstanding leads to another. Oh well. But don't want to jump all over the place. I do want to ask before we like go through like all of the different showings and stuff. Loha even gave us like a little wiki guide of all the things that happened from IGN. We can even put that in the description. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no problem with that.
Yeah. So, anything that you guys specifically want to talk about from this list?
I kind of like copy pasted what I thought was fucking awesome. We're just gonna go ahead. Okay, I don't know what to start out with, so I'm just gonna go with this one, the most hype one I've seen. The most like the kind of like the first thing I got hyped about was Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, yo, I thought you were gonna say Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk is my thing.
And then you go into
That is-
Minecraft Dungeons. And I agree with you, dude.
So I don't understand. I think you guys were explaining to me that
Okay.
it's like
It's
oh, go ahead.
Diablo
Yeah.
with Minecraft. That's it.
Pretty much.
That's it. And it's like
That's the pitch.
It's like I think like even the developers talked about it. They were just like,
Yeah, we should have your inspiration from Diablo.
yeah,
They
it's
literally
like, it's
just
such a
flat out said that.
and everybody was just like, wow, it's such a simple concept, but then like you see the gameplay trailer and it's like, why does it work so well? And I don't know, it just looks really interesting. It's obviously 4-player co-op, just like Diablo. There's even like similar skills that you can see in the trailer that resembles Diablo and whatnot, and it looks fucking great. And it's such a easy concept for Minecraft to latch onto, like a dungeon crawler. Whereas, like in the original Minecraft game, you're actually kind of constantly looking for dungeons because that's where all the loot is and whatnot. And it just kind of makes sense for them to like make this game. And I just hope that they can expand on it and it's not just like a one-off thing. But it just looks really exciting to play.
And on top of that, it even looks good.
It
Like
looks fucking fantastic.
It looks like they just took Minecraft and just updated the graphics like a lot. Like they took all those graphics mods that people normally put in Minecraft and just dumped it on this. So like it also looks good visually.
That's awesome.
Well,
I think I'm gonna have to like actually sit down and watch it because like I think for me like it was hard to get into Minecraft and I'm not sure why.
Oh,
but
for sure.
Like I've played with you guys before and like we've been on our own servers. We've done like all the different kind of things you could do in Minecraft. So like for me, if there's that kind of element to it, or like there's more to just like building and all this other stuff, maybe like I'll get into it. But I know that there's more to building than like when it comes to Minecraft. I just
Oh my god.
didn't get to that point in the game where like I actually got to enjoy it outside of blocks.
Yes.
If that makes any sense.
I mean, Minecraft vanilla sucked ass. So
yeah.
Yes.
I can definitely say that. And then like once they started updating, once they got better, and people started making mods and whatnot of what they wanted to see. They wanted like other people to play or whatever. It definitely kept growing and growing, and that was the whole appeal of Minecraft, was that you could do kind of whatever the hell you wanted. And it was just like meant for you to use your creativity, I guess. So this is a way better gateway for all types of gamers to play.
Yes.
Instead of, just a building platform where you just survive with no real
goal or anything.
goal. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome to hear that everyone's excited about this, especially like, if it is like based off Diablo. I feel like everyone's been waiting for more Diablo anyways. So
Of course.
I mean,
after especially after that one announcement.
And yeah, I mean, not
the
to
one
like
where people didn't have phones?
Wait, yo, I'm using my phone to play other games.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
man,
Yeah, like
trying to play
Skyrim.
Epic 7 and whatever other gacha games we're
Yeah.
trying to get into.
All them gacha games that might end up banned in Europe.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's a big thing right now.
Yep.
Loot boxes,
Also,
you know, they're ethical.
Surprise mechanics.
What are you gonna say, Walk?
oh no, I was just gonna say like the big like obvious selling point is the 4-player co-op
Yes, definitely.
because when was the last time you heard a big announcement for a co-op game that's not like a AAA title?
I think that's kind of the trend with some of these E3 games. Like you got that, you got I think Avengers is gonna
Avengers,
be
yeah, Avengers. There's Borderlands 3.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
There's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Even Mario Maker went multiplayer.
Animal Crossing is supposed to be multiplayer also.
Animal Crossing is supposed to be multiplayer. Everybody's mad about that. We can talk about that later.
Yeah. That's a different story.
How dare you?
You know,
Cool. So for me, like I feel like there's not a lot that I gain from E3 on a yearly basis. As much as I love video games and always have, it's just like as I was talking to these guys before we got into this podcast, it's just like I played League so much that like that's all I played. So like new games came out, I'm like, all right, cool. It's on the shelf. I'll play that someday. Or Steam sale like right now.
Yep.
Gonna buy some games. I'll play for 30 minutes. Cool. I'll play that again later. So this time around, because I'm so detached from the game, I'm just like watching all this stuff and I'm like watching a few guys specifically with the Square Enix panel. Like all of that shit was super fun for me. And I think for me, it's like watching it with my friends because knowing one, we're getting excited about the game we're going to play. And two, is knowing that I'm going to be able to share these experiences with these guys anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I think I've fully understood why E3 is so cool. And like now I want to experience it more with you guys next time.
So since you brought up the Square Enix panel,
Yep.
there's actually one thing in there that I was actually like more surprised about versus all the other like announcements they had in there. It was that they had the launch trailer for Shadowbringers, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
They premiered it at the Square Enix panel. That was just amazing to me because I wasn't expecting it at E3. But oh my god, that got me so hyped for the expansion. You even got a Kenny hyped for it. Dude, Kenny's on this game now.
The thing too is like what was I playing before that? Oh yeah, so like I was playing Persona, and then I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'll play Final Fantasy. It's mainly because like when I talk to Puton all the time, like when we go out to dinner or whatever, and I'm like, I want to play games with him and like Mark and stuff, but like we don't have anything that we really play together. So like I was like, you know, I'm gonna get into Final Fantasy, and like I got hooked, dude. I'm like so invested, and then like even with Stormblood right now, like the story is really interesting.
Yeah, dude.
And like just the mechanics of it all. Like it's been a while since I've been so like invested in an MMO, and I'm pretty sure like I'm gonna stick with it for a while. So I don't know. It's just nice to be in this world now with my homies. Nick, you said you're gonna get it? Oh, cool.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry, Nick. It's not like WoW.
Yeah, just jump in.
Yeah, no. I
Also drink the punch.
right. Nothing
So,
bad can possibly happen.
Outside of that, we did see Final Fantasy VII during that panel, and I was watching Donkey's video, the E3 video. Did you guys watch that?
Yes.
I have not actually.
His video is very funny because like he brings up like two really good points. It's like Final Fantasy VII brings all the craziness of the Kingdom Hearts games and their timelines and puts them all into one game. And he also like he said that like everyone's gonna pretty much see that for the first time, like people that haven't watched played Final Fantasy VII.
They're gonna see the
And
batshit craziness that is this game.
Yep. And he also said that like the game could go either way. It can go the Final Fantasy 15 route or it can go the Kingdom Hearts 3 route. Either way, it should be fine. And I'm like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I can't tell.
Yes.
But like it looks like a cinematic experience. Like that's what I have taken from the game that I've seen so far.
I think that's clearly what they're going for. Is the set pieces, the camera design, the cinematography. They've built it to be an amazing fucking wild ride. And I think they recognize that most of the people who played this game originally, that was 20 years ago, man. Like we were all freaking kids.
We don't want to
is it
look
the
at those
nostalgia?
ugly ass shapes anymore.
Exactly.
I never even
Yeah,
finished the original.
I've never actually played it because I didn't own a PS2. So yeah.
I owned a place like I think my first PlayStation 2 game was Kingdom Hearts, actually, the first one. So that was a very long time ago.
Yep.
My first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy X on my brother's PS2.
That was a fun one.
Dude,
And I
the
and I
first
played it
time
more
I
than him.
seen Final Fantasy was at your house.
Yeah.
You were playing 13.
Oh yeah, that was
The worst
trash.
one.
That was trash.
Yeah,
Actual
13
trash.
had an interesting mechanic where if you pressed the shoulder buttons fast enough, you could beat the entire game at a low level. Like, I think I beat the game at, like, level 20. Because I just kept using the ult and, like, fucking jamming all the shoulder buttons and powering it up to
Yeah, I'm
nuke it.
pretty sure I returned that game or sold it. I don't know.
See, the thing is like, I think I just watched you like fight a boss. And like that was cool and all. But then like I started playing it myself and I was just like, is all Final Fantasy games this linear? It's like like I barely strayed from the path ever. So it was just weird. Wasn't used to that. And then like 13.2 was much better.
Like, that was lightning and all of them, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, no, maybe I was thinking of 12.
Lightning strikes.
Maybe I was thinking of 12.
Oh yeah, 12 was trash too.
Yeah, 12 was,
Yeah.
12 was the absolute trash. That was the last one I bought for a long time.
See, the thing
12
too
was
is like
trash.
15 took so long to come out. So like when it
Oh, God.
finally came out, I bought it once again. Shelf.
Shelf, same.
Yeah, like it's
I-
just.
I think I had a max of like 10 hours on it, and I haven't touched it since.
It's rough.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the Square Enix panel was like I really like the setup of it. Like I liked how they had like all the picture frames in the presentation, and then like they'd zoom into each one, and then once they are finished with that presentation, they'll come out and it'll still have like the title. So like at the end of the presentation, you've seen all the games that they were showing.
Yes.
And like for me, I was just like, oh, this is all cool. But then when they got to Avengers, I was just like, what is this? This felt so out of place from like all the other games that we just saw.
Dude, I agree
like-
so much.
What did you like think of it though? Like the trailer itself?
Oh, it threw me for a loop. I was so used to watching the cinematic universe actors portraying these characters,
Oh yep.
and then we get these guys, and it's like, you're not the Tony Stark I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the thing is these actors have played these roles for 10 years
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
Most of them. So like now seeing these new people in it, like even as video game representation, it's just like because they're so close to those like designs for the cinematic universe version, it's just like I can't not feel a weird connection. I don't like it. Like I'm cool with it. I'm probably gonna like the game, but it's just like I feel a weird. I don't know. I can't
feels
even
disjointed.
tell you how I feel.
Yeah, you don't feel that love you have with
One of
all the
my-
actors.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what they're trying to get. Like they're trying to get me to like immediately attach my feelings towards those cinematic universe characters and bring it over here.
Yeah, but what if they had started this earlier when the movies were out and created their own game universe?
Yeah, I probably feel more
I'm not gonna lie.
like
I
inclined.
feel
to
like they're
it.
gonna try to do that, starting with this.
Yeah, but then
Really?
like immediately starting with this Avengers thing is like I don't know, but it kind of might work out.
Yeah,
But even then, like even if they wanted to get the actors to do it, they'd have to pay bajillion dollars just for them to voice
Like,
act.
it's a lot cheaper to get Nolan North and Troy Baker than it is to get freaking. I almost called him Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
and Mark Ruffalo. But also,
Oh,
speaking of
yeah.
which, wasn't Nolan North and Troy Baker like the same person?
yes.
Because they're in like everything.
Wait, what? What do you say? Wait a minute.
Aren't they like the same person? How'd they get them in the same room together? Because like they're in everything, but
work.
not in the same things.
Yeah, they're never in the same things together. You're all right. I think
And-
the
and they
only
sound
voice
kinda
actor who's
similar.
in more stuff than them is Femshep. God, I can't remember
Excuse
her
me?
name. Who is Ash from Overwatch? God, it's gonna kill me to not remember.
I don't know any of their names.
She's the most used voice actress in all of video gaming. Da, 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 da. Fucking Google it. Jennifer Hale. There you go.
There you go.
She is. Yeah, she's been in like fucking everything.
But I mean, so has the person who they got for Black Widow, Laura Bailey.
Yeah, Laura Bailey's another really amazing VA, and I like her because she's in Critical Role.
Mm. So, I think one thing that was weird was our conversation where we were talking about the Final Fantasy VIII remastered version. Because I remember, like, we were watching it together, and Phil was like, it better be an 8 remaster. And then he's watching it, and he's like, oh, it's not a remaster. And he's all, like, pissy about it. And then he's like, then we're like, dude, it is. And it shows remaster. He's like, what the fuck?
Stupid.
Because it didn't really look, like, any better. You know what I mean?
It was
But
funny, too, because, like,
I can't imagine.
because like a couple hours after that, I found a picture of, like, someone comparing, like, this exact same scene from the remaster and the original. They look nothing
Mhm.
alike. The remaster is a legit remaster.
Yeah, it does
Like,
actually.
you
look better.
actually
But
can
at the
see his
time,
face.
at the time, it was just like, because we're looking at all these games with great graphics too, and we're in the time we're in. Like when we saw that, we were probably like, oh, you know. But like, I'm pretty sure Phil's also thinking from the standpoint of like somebody that just saw Final Fantasy
Yeah.
VII's remaster.
But Seven's not
But
a
that's
remaster;
like a
it's a
complete
remake.
rebuild. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a new game in itself. So, oh well, he gets what he asked for. That's all that matters. I think
I'm excited for that.
for me, I don't think there's any other Square Enix titles that grabbed me, but I was really excited just to watch that with you guys. I think the only other games I really like looked out for me, a lot of people probably wouldn't expect this, but I was pretty excited about the Luigi's Mansion 3 stuff.
Guiji.
Yeah, dude. Like if you didn't know this, my first GameCube game was Luigi's Mansion. I beat the shit out of that game, and I was real sad that I needed to get Luigi's Mansion 2 on my 3DS instead of just playing it on like an actual console. And now this one's going to be on the Switch. I'm pretty excited. But yeah, outside of that, I think it was just that, and I still don't know what Death Stranding is. I'll never know.
The more they release about Death Stranding,
The more,
more
confusing
confused
it is.
I am.
It is
Like I just don't know what
It
that
is
is
nonsensical.
at all. Like I want to watch. Like you know what's going to end up happening? I'm not going to buy it.
Yep.
I'm just going
I'm
to
gonna-
watch a playthrough.
I was gonna watch somebody else play it. So like, oh
No, but even then, you're still
what?
not gonna understand it.
Yeah, and then like they're gonna get to the end of the game, it's gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? So, I don't know. It's like, wait, did that even happen? What else? Wait, I don't remember that. That didn't happen at all. And then it's
See, one thing I do miss is like, what's that one game I had? There was this one game I had for PlayStation 4 that was streaming. It was a kind of a horror game where like you make your own choices and you're literally in like a horror universe. Do you know what I'm talking about?
for PS4?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that called? It's with it's with that chick from Heroes.
Yes.
Oh my god, my brain.
And Rami Malek's in it too.
Yeah.
The guy from
Yeah, Rami Malek's in it. Oh
Robot.
my god. What is that called? Oh my god, Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Oh
Until
yeah,
Dawn,
Until
yes.
Dawn,
Oh
yes.
yeah.
So I loved playing that, and I loved playing it on stream because like I got a lot of input from everyone that was watching, like to tell me to do certain things,
Yeah, yeah.
and like we all went through the same thing at the same
That game's
time.
great.
Yeah, so like I wish I had more games like that, and I heard that that company's also making another game. So I don't remember the name. I'm gonna have to look it up after, but pretty
I was, like,
excited.
3 seconds of like trying to Google the game that we were talking about, and I was like, I put one letter in, and I was like, Until Dawn. And I just like clicked. Oh my god.
Yeah. So like maybe Death Stranding could be that, but I don't think so. I think it's just I don't know.
I don't
like
know,
when I
man.
watch the gameplay, the
You don't
the
know.
long
It's so
long
weird.
ass ladder and like there's babies. I don't
Dude,
I don't
dude, that
know.
extendo ladder? That's
There's
amazing.
babies and
It's
He pulls a
cool.
ladder out of his ass. It's like a full-size ladder, just out of his ass, like completely out of nowhere. Puts it down and it just
It's-
extends 30 feet.
It
Kojima's
is
like, don't test me.
You know what that is, right? That's the fucking power pole
Nani?
from Dragon Ball.
Shut
Goku's
up.
power pole. That's exactly what that shit is.
We always find ourselves back in anime.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we're trying to cut back on that today. Yeah.
Alright.
So what else?
All right, real quick. The game that they're making is a anthology. It's called the Dark Pictures Anthology, with a series of intense standalone horror games. First of which is Man of Medan. I don't know if I'm saying that right,
Oh shit.
but it's coming out August 30th, 2019. So
I'm gonna die.
yeah, you're going also underwater, so good luck with that.
Oh fuck no, dude. Oh my god. Like, oh man. So the thing too is like Mindy's been trying to get me to play like, was it Layers of Fear 2? And I'm just like, dude, I just my heart cannot deal right now.
So
like,
I don't know about
I
Loha.
live alone. I can't do this.
I don't know about Loha.
Bro, there's like
I
3 black
did
people in
watch-
this. You gotta play it.
That's what they should put on the game itself. That's how you sell it.
Bro, there's legit 3 black people. Oh, and this is the guy from Animorphs. What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
The white guy?
Yeah, the white guy.
He was in.
Oh, the guy.
he's
Quantum,
X-Men.
Quantum Break.
He's in
yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah, Quantum Break guy.
Yeah.
The guy from X-Men.
Lance Reddick?
Yes. Is that his name?
No, that's the black guy from. That's the black
What
guy
the fuck?
from Quantum Break. I was fucking with you.
The white guy.
I don't know the white
so
guy.
sick of
He's
you.
The Animorphs
he's such a
guy,
mediocre
come on.
actor. Lance Reddick is amazing though.
How did we get here?
Because we're really bad about staying on topic. That's why I've been quiet this whole time. Because I'm like, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
God.
be quiet until I can actually contribute to fucking video games. And the first thing I
Shut
say is
up.
anime.
His name's
So,
Sean. He's a
Keanu Reeves.
Yes,
God.
Cyberpunk. There we go. Was waiting for this shit. Kenny, you're
Yes.
breathtaking.
No, you're Brett.
My favorite, most wholesome fucking thing to come out of all of E3 right now. And that's following my next point that I want to make. But anyway, motherfucking that's exactly how that shit goes. Capped off from "Wake the fuck up, we've got a city to burn." Like, I can't understand how both aspects of that are so well loved by the entire fucking internet.
That was such a great cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
They were talking about how amazing it is to have Keanu tied to anything you do. Like, that's just an amazing PR stunt. What was it? I was trying to remember what it was, but I think it was like a r/shower thoughts. It's like, it must be the easiest job in the world to be Keanu Reeves' PR guy. Anything he does or
Yeah.
touches is fucking golden.
And he doesn't like get in trouble. He doesn't do
Yeah.
anything wrong. Like you always hear him like on the news, like, "Oh my god, Keanu Reeves saved somebody again," or
Have
like
any, yeah.
he was riding up the subway. You know, like there's literally nothing you can say bad.
Have
about that guy.
any of you guys watched Always Be My Baby on Netflix?
No,
It is an amazing rom-com, and I love it. Anyway, Cyberpunk.
That was random.
Y'all ought to know by now I love Cyberpunk. What?
Never mind. Go on.
What my reference?
Yeah.
No, it's not. If you watch the movie, you'll understand why I said that.
Okay.
Anyway, Cyberpunk. It's fucking fantastic. I've been hyped for this shit since they announced it like 2014. It's been not really that far back, but yeah, seriously, it's an amazing game setup, an open world RPG game a la Witcher in a fucking cyberpunk universe. That's amazing. I love Shadowrun. I've convinced, I think, majority of the people in this call right now and in BAYOG to play Shadowrun to an extent, and I love it so very much. It's fun. Cyberpunk's great. Dystopic features suck, but you know what? We're there already practically, so we might as well enjoy it. I, for one, can't wait to trade out my spleen for a fucking laser machine gun.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Real quick,
So,
any of you guys, tell
yeah.
me, it's 2077. We can go down to the corner store, and for the same price you'd get like a new TV, you can get a cybernetic augment. What would you get?
Oof.
I don't know.
Mark.
I don't
There's
know.
a Man, come on. This is
You got a
Dude, I'm
purpose for
literally
this.
Yeah,
just
right?
sitting here thinking
yeah.
thinking of everything that's wrong with my body and like what would I like, and I'm
Oh
like,
my
I'll
god.
just replace everything. Yeah,
Jesus.
just do me,
Fuck,
just
okay,
do me
now
up.
take my brain
Just
and
do me
put
up.
it into a robot.
Bro, just give me a fucking Google Lens, man. Just let me just let me just let me do things with my eyes.
Cyber eyes
You can
is
see, bro.
probably my number one thing too. I would get cyber eyes.
So one thing I will say too, it's like Duncan really made a good point in his video where he said that everything in the game kind of tells a story of its own. Where like when you look around in the whole atmosphere of the game, like even like the person riding through the taxi, all of the stuff that's happening in the taxi itself has its own little like narrative to itself. So like it's just interesting how like much detail they put into every little thing for the game itself.
Yes.
And it's really about making sure that that open world is developed well and like actually gives everyone something to do, and it's actually um, not going to be boring. You know, like the last great open world was probably the Zelda game, right?
Breath of the Wild, yeah. And even that, like it's hilarious how it isn't the most active or crazy thing, but it's still very much alive. Like you only have a couple villages that you could possibly go to at a time. Like there's only a few NPCs, very few individuals that you would interact with. But it was so alive and immersive and interesting. Again, I sat down. I drove down like an hour and a half, 2 hours to our friend Christian's place. He let me play his Switch for a little bit before we went out for dinner. I look up and it's been 8 hours. I've just been playing that game.
Well, you know what? You're about to spend a lot more time because they announced Breath of the Wild 2.
Yep, and segue.
Time. Did you do that on purpose?
No, I think you did it
Yeah,
on purpose.
yeah,
and
you
then-
did. You're the one
Me?
that
Yeah.
laid down Breath of the Wild on the table.
Wow, you
was
guys
like
really
a-
know me so
That
well.
was like a fucking
That
double
was
assist there,
legit,
bro.
like
Just,
so smooth, and then you ruined it by saying, "Wow, did you guys set that up?"
I wasn't asking for the ball, but
I
Mark
passed
was
it.
the one that jumped up for it. So I was like, "Good job, man. You got that."
All
I
right,
knew I knew he
so
can bring it down the hoop.
so same engine, right? Like everything's the same.
I'd
They're
assume
just,
the same.
Everything's the same.
with some improvements,
Yes, please.
because there's some jankiness in Breath of the Wild that people are exploiting.
Like what?
Like, opening a giant metal door down and spinning with a hammer and then shooting your arrow at it, hopping onto it, and then just launching you like halfway across the world.
OPS powers, man.
I personally thought that was fun and amazing, especially because the first
I'm
three
sure a
times
lot of
I
people
tried
thought it was
it,
fun. That's why they were
I
doing it.
splattered myself.
I mean, that's what should happen. The moment it just launches, it should splatter you because there's no physical way that's
All
ever
right.
possible.
Listen, Mark, I don't have a degree in theoretical physics, but I do have a theoretical degree in physics. And I'm pretty sure that it should have worked.
Okay, Mr. Theoretical Physics
Wow.
degree.
So I think everyone's pretty excited about that. We're also getting another Zelda remaster, right?
It's
Or like
it's a
another
remake, yeah.
remake.
It's a remake of. People have been calling it, like, before they announced it. They were calling it Link's Reawakening because it's a remake
That's the
of Awakening.
four-person one, right?
No, it's no.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. I was saying yeah to what Mark said.
Oh, okay.
Not Nick.
No, it's not the 4-person one. It's the one where he wakes up on he's shipwrecked and wakes up on an island.
It's
It was on the Game Boy.
Okay. I was never a big Legend of Zelda fan, to be perfectly honest. So I'm not.
You are the worst.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pick up, man.
We're done with you. I'm kicking you.
Oh, it's the second one, right? Link's Awakening.
I think so.
Wait, what's
The first
the
one was
first
on the NES. Trying to find a release timeline.
Oh, Link to the Past. Link to the Past was the first one, and then Link's Awakening is the second one. Yes, I am correct. My brain.
So what the fuck's up with Call of Duty? Woo!
Oh man.
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare?
So
That's not the remake, isn't it? The remake? Ish?
No, it's supposed to be.
It's
It's,
a retelling,
yeah.
I heard.
yeah, it's.
So yes, it's a remake.
I think it's yeah, they're taking it back to that storyline,
Yeah, which was honestly,
and then, like,
I don't know if it's me being a
branching it off of
cantankerous.
4.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me being a cantankerous old man or not, but I genuinely thought that was like the best and only really good storyline for Call of Duty. Even like the World at War, Black Ops one, I was like, oh, this is cool, but it just didn't. It didn't keep me as well, you know. I don't know how did you
the
guys?
first
I don't-
first Black Ops
Go ahead.
story one
Yeah.
was really good.
Yes, because it tied to World at War and all of that. It was good, but after that, it just went down the shitter.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Black Ops 1 was just like they were aiming to be like that cinematic like
Yeah.
story no matter what. Like that's what they cared about. And then the matchmaking just kind of worked cuz that's what they've been doing well this whole time. But this is Treyarch's first time at it, right? At the time. No, not Treyarch cuz Treyarch did
Treyarch did Black Ops.
What at War.
Yeah,
right?
and then they also did
Yeah, they
World
did-
at War
did-
and
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Wow.
Yeah. So funny enough, I don't know if like we'd probably still be friends, but like I think from
Jesus, I'm
No.
curious where the fuck this is going now.
So the thing is that
Jesus.
I didn't have an Xbox or anything. Like I knew Waha from school, so like I ended
Yeah,
up
he used to
getting an
bully me.
Xbox later. Shut up. I didn't get an Xbox till later. So
He's
when I
still
got
doing
my
it,
Xbox,
guys.
shut up.
hell?
It was like the end of my senior year or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it was really
So-
really late.
I was really late on the Xbox game, but like everyone else was already on it. So when I got World at War first, but then my cousin's like, "You're dumb. Everyone's playing Call of Duty 4," and I'm like, "Okay." So I got Call of Duty 4, and I was playing with Loha and like Nelson, his cousin, and like everybody, Saul, and everybody else. So if it wasn't for all of that, I don't know if like we probably would be friends. I think about it because I know you through Nelson and them anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'd be as cool as we are now or as close as me and Loha are now, you know? We've been friends for like, what, 13 years now?
Yeah, I mean, who's counting? But yeah, you're counting.
Counting and
Obviously.
bullying at the same time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, wait. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
13? I guess so. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, dude. I'm good at math.
Yeah, that was super good actually.
I'm the only non-Asian here. Good at math. Sorry, I had to say it. Yeah, so wanted to ask you guys, what you guys think of Star Wars?
Oh my god, dude. I want that game day one.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, as soon as they
Um,
announced it, I was hyped.
I'm a
I
big
mean-
fan of Respawn.
Okay,
because
go for it.
well, I'm a big fan of Titanfall.
Yeah,
So-
Titanfall's cool.
I wish I was good at that
Apex
game.
was like whatever. Apex
gotta
was
play
okay. But Titanfall was amazing. I still need to finish the Titanfall 2 story. And I know that's good.
We should just play it.
But like them taking their Titanfall engine and then putting it in Star Wars and then showing off a game that just looks that polished. It looks immediately better than anything else that EA put out that's Star Wars related.
Agreed.
Yep. Dude, he used the force to stop that
Hold
bullet
the
or whatever.
person that shot it
Hold one of the
and put him in
guys
front of it.
into it. Yeah. That shit was so cool.
You don't see that often in Star Wars, especially with a Jedi.
You don't see that often in many games. Yeah.
So like it looks like you're gonna have a
Yeah.
lot of creative control.
So I'm excited for that, especially since they did show off a little bit of the RPG mechanics in it, like getting like skill points and all that. So looks like there will be a little bit of customization in like your playstyle. Yeah.
little bit.
We'll be.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. There aren't very many single player adventure games
Yeah.
out there, anyways, too. So it's always welcome.
One thing I noticed too is like EA was definitely one of the people, but like a lot of the companies, like they spent a lot of their time putting emphasis on like what us as gamers have done for them, and like how great our feedback is for them. You know, like I'm not sure if you've seen like what Bethesda was saying. Like they're like, oh, your feedback was like sometimes you don't let us slide or some dumb thing, and like it was just funny because like you could tell they were just like trying to be real nice about how they got like a 2.7 or some shit from Fallout, but now they're like we've listened and we've addressed all those issues, and now we have Battle Royale.
Still not gonna
and
play
Fallout.
it. Still not gonna go
Yeah.
back to it.
Yep.
But you know what? We got was it Xbox Scarlet?
Project
or whatever the
Scarlet.
fuck it's called?
Project
Yes.
Scarlet.
Project Scarlet, yeah. And nothing from Sony.
Well, I mean, I would have rather nothing from Sony versus what they had. Was it last year? Were they like showcased
Yeah.
4 big
They,
games
like-
and then never like really said anything else about it? Not even a release date or anything. Like I'm still freaking waiting for more information on Last of Us 2.
Yeah, like the cool thing is there were awesome trailers last year, but
Nothing
like you said,
definitive.
Like right now, I'm
nothing. Yeah.
literally expecting
So
Last of Us 2 to be like one of those cross generation titles.
Oh, I was thinking it was gonna be the new release because I think wasn't the original one the PS4 like crossover
No.
game like brand
No.
new. No, it wasn't. I can't remember.
I played it on PS3 because I borrowed my friend's PS3 and then sold him the game afterwards for a lot cheaper than what he would pay for it new.
should I stream Last of Us to catch up?
Go for it,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
It's
it's a
a
great
really
game.
good game.
Honestly, I played it on like the second, like the normal difficulty, not the easiest difficulty, but like the almost easiest
What
difficulty.
a scrub.
No, because and I was told to do this because I was pretty much told, listen, there's some points where the combat mechanics like they're a little fucky. Like it's a good thing, but you want to enjoy
Yeah.
the story. It's not. It's a good game, but it's a fantastic story. It is a very very good story.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really good.
I'll let you
I actually
slide.
played it on normal when I first
Yeah.
played it.
Yeah.
And then I got the remaster for PS4, and I tried playing on the hardest difficulty. And holy shit! Don't play the hardest difficulty if it's your first time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that gets you frustrated so much that you just want to like never play the game again.
Yeah, you want to enjoy.
yeah.
Like the normal difficulty was cool, and the thing is, I loved how they did the. I think the only AI ally that I've ever liked more than Ellie in that one would be Elizabeth from BioShock. Like the game was fantastic. Like everything about it just combined together was sweet.
Yeah. So come on, Sony. Come on, Sony.
You know who else is a great
Um,
chick?
Give us that date.
Yeah, right. Another person who
So-
I would absolutely love to have as an NPC character in a game. Ikumi Nakamura. I had to double check what her name was. I admit that. I forgot completely. She's the really fucking adorable one from Ghostwire. At the Bethesda conference.
Oh, yeah. Dude, can we talk about that game?
The really
can we talk
emotive
about that
girl.
game?
Yeah, we
But-
can, but I just wanted to emphasize, like, she's adorable as
But
shit.
before we talk about that game, let's talk about the CG cinematic that they're showing and how good that bowl of ramen looked.
Oh,
Right?
That was like the best CG
Just-
bowl
just
of
the ramen.
ever.
Like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, so I really hope future Kenny, will add in like a photo from that right now. Like, just put that there.
I won't.
It'll be fantastic.
I won't.
Sad face.
I won't. We don't even have video anymore, dude.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You just post that up there.
All right, just gonna edit the podcast sound. I'm gonna make the video, and I'm just gonna make sure to remember at 44 minutes that we put
can
up
add a
a
footnote.
bowl of ramen. What is this? I don't know.
Ghostwire?
What?
What is this ramen you
Oh,
speak
wait.
of?
Were you not
Oh.
watching the Bethesda show with us?
No, I didn't.
Oh
see it,
my
no.
god, dude.
Oh, brother.
All right, I'm missing it.
I'm about to say pause. Do watch that and then come back.
Okay.
No,
But,
not you, not you. Like people who are listening. Like if you haven't,
yeah.
pause,
Yeah.
watch it, come back and be like, oh, okay, these guys aren't insane. That did look delicious. I want to go get ramen now. Damn you, Mark.
My bad. I'm actually trying to find the scene with the ramen.
Bro. It's about a minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
It is so sick. Every single animation in this trailer is the sickest animations
Yeah.
I've fucking seen ever.
Well, you see, this is how you advertise a video game. You make it look so good.
This is how you get put on some
Yeah.
ramen. You know what I'm saying?
So, I do have like 2 games that I wanted to talk about.
I like how we didn't talk about the game at all. We just talked about the ramen.
One.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
we
sorry,
don't
you guys
really
wanna
know
talk
much
about it?
about it except for it's the Japanese snapping.
Yeah, it just looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a type of horror game, so that's all we really know. We don't know if it's like what kind of genre it is besides the horror. There's just a lot
I
of
mean,
speculation with it, but that trailer was just
not gonna lie, at first I was like, man, Thanos really thought that Japan was half a fucking planet.
yeah, that was the entire
Yeah.
Twitch chat. It's like Thanos, no.
Yeah, right.
For what it's worth, the studio that's making this made The Evil Within.
Oh, did they? Oh, that makes
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah, I
much
remember that.
sense.
I remember that. Yeah.
I don't remember if did they say that
Yes.
in there? Oops, shit.
Well,
no,
not
I
in
don't
the,
remember
the
that.
trailer, but like when they were
But they
Yeah.
announced
You mean that's the
their
thing?
when,
Oh,
when
I
they
don't
brought
remember that. I feel silly then.
developers.
the director on stage and all that. Yeah.
So one, pretty sad that we're not getting Persona 5 Royal to the Switch.
But you're getting
I know there's a lot of people that really wanted to play Persona 5 on their
But you
Switch because they
can't.
do not have a PS4.
Persona 5
and like
Scramble.
this. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, Persona 5 Scramble. You can play the Dynasty Warriors Persona game.
Oh,
That would be
God.
fun. So I'm a little bummed about it because like everyone thought maybe at E3 they'll announce it, and they were just like no plans for it to go on any other system. It's like, well, shit.
You wanna?
Because it's only on Persona. It's only on PlayStation 4 and PS3, the regular Persona.
So
5
what's
game.
Royal supposed to be?
Royal is adding a new girl, and she's just going to be another confidant. And you'll also have a new palace. There'll be a lot
So
more
I bought
content.
Persona 5. I haven't
Um,
played it yet. Should I just
Yeah.
ignore this disc
This is
that
great.
I
You
have
should
sitting
get
on my
Royal.
shelf and just buy Royal instead?
Is it still in the
Yes.
plastic? Yeah.
You
Sounds about
plastic
right.
boys over
That
here.
and FF15. It's still on the
So
shelf. in
now-
plastic.
Yep.
Where it
Since
belongs.
it's around the end of the podcast, one thing I do want to do is bring us back to anime. What? When I say anime, I mean anime video games. Did you guys see Dragon Ball Z Kakarot?
No, I didn't.
Kakarot!
I did not.
Yeah, you guys didn't see it's
You guys
literally
didn't
I
See it?
feel really
Oh
stupid.
my
I
God.
didn't.
Same.
Like I'm like, what?
it's literally like storyline DBZ.
I like
I
that.
don't
I
remember
could
how
dig
far it
that.
is, though.
You can
I-
fish with your tail.
Shut the fuck up.
When was this
Damn
talked
it.
about?
You can, he's not wrong. But it's like I don't know if it was like actual gameplay or just like
Like a meme
footage,
Yeah.
you know?
Wait. When was
Yeah,
this
Dragon
talked
Ball Z
about?
Kakarot's
How did I miss this?
I don't remember.
Bandai? I think. I don't know.
This was maybe during yeah, I think it was during Xbox actually. Microsoft, maybe.
It's pretty cool. So like out of all the anime like video games that I was looking around at for E3, it was that the Kill la Kill If game
Yes.
was one of the games that they were talking about.
Trigger.
That's coming out real soon.
Real quick, it's an action RPG and it says relive the story of Goku, blah 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 blah, in the world as you fight, fish, and eat and train with Goku. So you're just living like Goku.
All right, so somewhat slightly off topic,
And then
but because we're talking about anime video games right now, did you guys see the trailer for that One Punch Man fighting game?
No. What?
They're making it a One Punch Man
It's a
fighting
One
game.
Punch Man fighting game.
But I feel like if you're gonna make a fighting game about One Punch Man, you can't include Saitama, but they included Saitama.
Oh no. See, the funny thing is, I'm seeing a lot of crossover. So, like,
I did see this.
there's a lot of gotcha games that will get like characters from anime into those games, and then there's a lot of other like anime kind of games. So, like, I play Shadowverse, another game that's kind of like Hearthstone, but Weeb version, and like they had Fate as some of the characters, and that was cool. But then they added Saitama, and I'm like, what are you doing? What is you gonna do with these cards?
What
is
you gonna
gonna
do? What you gonna do?
Another thing too, we're talking about fighting games. I'm not sure if you guys knew about it or if you guys watched.
Oh
Grand Blue,
yeah,
Yes.
but the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus game looks great. Actually, like it looks like something I'd see at Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. That's actually a fighting game that actually looks like I could see that at one of the main fighting.
Oh.
I feel like Nick
Looks very
just had a revelation that
And
you were talking about something he was not thinking of.
I was thinking of Grand
Oh.
Blue.
Grand
How
Blue.
can you make a
Grande.
fighting
And
game
I
out
was
of that?
confused why there was a fighting game based off of a diving
Nah,
club
Nick,
anime.
there's gonna be a fighting game of it. It's just naked dudes just punching each other.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
Oh,
No,
God.
but this game looks very good. I looked at
I
it when they
fucking
first went into
raved.
alpha a few weeks ago, and I was just like, man, I really wish I signed up when it happened. But Grand Blue is just like an anime that actually was based off of another
They need to bring
gacha
that
game,
gotcha
I
game to
think.
the West.
They
'Cause
should.
I would totally play it. Yeah,
Or
okay.
we just learn Japanese.
Yeah, okay.
Or
Let's just do it together. Me and you, Mark. We get all the gotcha games over there. Easy peasy.
I don't know. That's too much effort for a gotcha game.
That's not just.
Gotcha.
Mark sounded like he really wanted to do it, but he knew he'd regret it if he delved into it.
Yeah, but then you can watch anime without reading the subtitles.
True. That's still like
That
so
is
much work
very
though.
true.
But you still have to use his ears.
Fair enough. So anything else you guys want to talk about? We are close to the hour.
I'm cool with time boxing it right here. I had fun.
Bro. Fantasy Star Online 2. Mario Sonic Olympic Games 2020. Gears 5 looks okay.
Gears 5 was actually, as almost all Gears games are, a good cinematic trailer, in my opinion.
There's one more that I'm thinking
I
of
got nothing else.
that looked good. Jesus Christ! Why
Oh.
don't I?
The bait and switch.
Oh.
The bait and switch.
Oh!
for,
No!
fucking Smash.
Freaking! This was the most random shit.
Yep.
We were watching it in the Microsoft conference. We're like, "What is this? Alan Wake?"
Okay. Oh,
But no,
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
Alan
yeah.
Wake.
What?
It's fucking
It was fucking
the Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch.
They're making
The
a game.
Blair Witch game.
What?
I didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that one either. Jesus, what?
Yeah, it was really weird because he was walking through the forest with a flashlight, and like literally, I was just like, "What? Alan Wake? Hello? What?" I was like, "What's going on?" It was
I
like first
love
person.
Alan Wake too.
Yeah, it was first person, and it was like really weird. And then there was like glimpses of a dog, and then he's like in the car. And then I was like, "Is this Outlast?" And I'm like,
And I
"My
was like,
brain's
"What is
really
this?
confused. I don't know
A
what's
new
going
Slender
on."
Man? Are they like expanding his universe? Because like there are also little critters like running around. I was like, "What is this?" And then we get like apparently an iconic scene from
Yeah. And then,
Blair Witch Project. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't really know. Of like the thing standing in the corner, and people are like, "No!" And it starts zooming out, and you see the giant Blair Witch symbol, like just plastered on the wall or on the in the forest. And it's like, wow, they really made a game out of this.
Why not? Why not make a fucking video game off of their first found footage movie out there?
Yeah, I still need to watch that movie.
All right, that's.
Eh.
I mean, do you really?
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Might as
why
well
not,
before
you
the
know?
game comes out.
Yeah. So, Ori, Will o' the Wisp sequel game. No More Heroes 3, another sequel game. People excited about that. Never played those games, but it looks fucking
No
cool.
More Heroes, I kind of wanted to get into because the guy who made it, Suda52, Suda54, whatever the fuck his name is insane.
It's great. It's very Deadpool-y.
Yes.
So that's why I want to play
Yeah, the
it.
man. You're also an assassin in that too.
Oh, we also learned why
Yeah.
George
But,
R.
yeah.
R. Martin still hasn't finished the Game of Thrones books. Because he's freaking making
Oh,
Elden
Jesus
Ring.
fucking Christ! Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. Don't.
Oh yeah, he's doing the game. I forgot.
Hey, let's call it now.
All right.
Yeah,
so
Wait, new Halo game announced.
Yo,
Fucking.
Yo,
Yeah,
no,
but we
what we
saw
learned
nothing
was
of
that
it.
Master
We
Chief
saw
is a fucking
nothing.
asshole.
It's just announced.
This dude is out there surviving on a pelican with whatever scraps he has left. Diverts all the power to Master Chief, and the Master Chief is like, "Let's go!" Opens the door and sucks all his shit out into space. Like for real,
What a
dude.
douche.
Yeah.
I don't even think the Marine was wearing a
No, he's,
spacesuit. He could have killed the Marine.
No.
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
Alright.
I actually went
boys.
back to double check. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he wasn't.
Marines die every day.
Sad face.
It's a fact.
So, thank
Halo.
you for tuning in to the BAYOG podcast with the homies, and appreciate you sitting through us, just fangirling over all this E3 stuff. I hope that we can talk more about games when they're actually interesting. That sounds fucked
Dude,
up.
they're already.
What I mean is, the thing is that we have an event like E3, and it's all right, we can talk about it, but how many times do you have something come up that we could talk about games versus us
True.
watching seasonal anime?
We should go to Tokyo
Well,
Game
I mean,
Show.
We can
So
always
it's,
just
a
have
little
shows
harder.
about whenever a new gaming event comes up. We got Gamescom coming up in August, I think.
Yeah, we could do that, definitely. And Nick could also get on Final Fantasy 14, and then we could just have a Final Fantasy 14 podcast for a bit. You could tell us all the good stuff, and that'd be great too. No pressure to Nick at all.
Right.
Drink the Kool-Aid. So thank you so much for tuning in once again. Next podcast might be with me, Mindy. Mindy's gonna be in it, and I'm not sure if all of you will be in it, but I know Nick said he would. But we're talking about manga.
Yep.
So we're gonna figure that out.
Oh, man,
but
manga.
yeah. So
I have two things. All the two manga that
talk
I'm
about all
reading.
the manga that we're reading. Yeah, but you can talk
I
about
can talk
domestic
about
for
for
30
hours, dude.
minutes.
30 minutes.
Especially with the new chapter out right now.
Talk about your best girl.
Let's.
Oh
right.
no.
Ugh.
Well, now we're gonna get back to Final Fantasy 14, and
Wait,
You
what's
guys-
this we you talk
Yeah,
about?
there's no Wii.
I mean, right now it's just Kenny, because
that's two
Uh-uh.
people.
Excuse you, Kenny. Just because you're the minority here doesn't mean you can say that.
That's racist.
You did it first.
All right, we're gonna end now. All right, y'all have a good
Racism
night.
bell.
Thank you so much for
Later.
tuning in. Later.
Later.
Finger
Bye.
guns.